your home can look like this and this. Well, today we've got you covered, coming and going. My special guest, her designs have been featured on A&E and HGTV, and her tips are going to help you get to your next place. Are you ready? You may not already be in the great state of Texas. Maybe you're on your way. Welcome, y'all. And some of you are already in our DFW Metroplex, and you're getting ready to give me a call to come list your home. Today, my special guest, Savannah Jones, has 9 incredible tips that's going to help you get to your next place. Her designs have been featured on A&E's My Zombie House Flipping, Fort Worth, and HGTV, My Lottery Dream Home. Oh, and you're going to stick with us to the end because do I have a surprise for you. By the way, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to stay in the know of what's going down around town, then subscribe below, press the bell, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share. Now to the video. I have to share what you know because I think this is going to help both the buyer and the seller. Because if you're buying a home, now some of your budgets, you don't have a budget. Whatever you want, you just think it, you have it. But I'm speaking to those who may not be quite as fortunate as you right now. And then also some of our sellers, they don't quite know when, where, and how to invest in making their bland home they've lived in 20 years, and Lord have mercy, they need some help. So some of the things that they can do is spruce it up and give that home life so someone else can imagine living there. We open the door. We need a statement.
Right.
What is that?
So it really depends on the space of the home. If we're walking into a grand, multi-million-dollar space, you're usually walking into a foyer, which means that we have a big open floor plan, maybe a nice staircase going up. And then if we're walking into maybe a smaller home, it might be a shotgun style where you're seeing all the way to the back door, or like many homes nowadays, open concept. So we're seeing the kitchen, the dining room, and the living room all together.
We got the foyer, we got that down. We know we need the nice, substantial baseboards, thick baseboards, not the 2.5 or the 3. Go ahead and invest on getting at least a 5, 6. We really love or higher, no matter the price point. But now we've wandered into the kitchen. So let's talk about countertops.
Yeah. So countertops are going to be one of the quickest ways to date your home. We're not seeing a lot of granite anymore. We're not seeing a whole lot of marble because it's just not functional. You set a wine glass down and at least a little bit and you have a ring there forever. And nothing like paying, thousands and thousands of dollars for marble countertops just for a stain to be there from your wine or your coffee. So what we're really loving is quartzite or quartz. These are going to be quartzite, very durable, beautiful. This is a Taj Mahal pattern. This is something that we're seeing is really trendy right now. It has some of the warmer taupe tones underneath it, and you can see some of the veining, even pull some gold or green undertones as well. So overall, it's very earthy and it goes with almost any style in a home. This is going to be something that we're not going to see dated as much as like a black and white granite would, because it's going to be timeless no matter what color palette you want to do. Something like this you can find in a marble if you wanted to. You can find in a quartzite. This, for example, is quartz, which is going to be a little more cost effective. And this just has some nice brown veining on it and a white undertone. This is going to be great if you wanted to do an accent cabinet color like a green on your island, or different uppers and lowers. And that way it's not too distracting on the countertops itself. Thank you.
Teamwork.
And then here, this is an example of some really nice veining. You can do this one with virtually any style or any color. On the outer edges, you can see some darker charcoal gray. In the middle, we're getting into almost like a green or lighter gray hue here, even borderline taupe. And then it lightens, and then it goes into this really beautiful gold color. And then it kind of creeps into a rust almost even here. So there's multiple colors, all again within that organic earth tone color palette, which makes it really easy to mix and match different colors in your home. In a kitchen, when you're coming in and it's a builder grade, for example, the biggest impact that you can get is going to be your hardware. So this is something that you can go really high end on, or you can get a 12 pack from Amazon. These are actually from Lowe's. These are beautiful, they look high end, they're a great neutral brass tone, not too yellow gold, not too dull or warm, but they're gonna go with any cabinet style. You can pair these with a gray. You can pair these with a brown color. If you have a shaker style, they look great. If you have a flat style, they look great. So this is a really quick and easy way to elevate your style, even if it's a pull like this or a knob like that. Just find the color that you like best. I recommend a brass or a nice black tone, and then find the pull that makes the most sense. So really there's multiple areas that you can put a focal point on, but the biggest thing that you're gonna see is the architectural details of the home. So you really wanna focus on your trim work. You wanna focus on your iron work if you have a staircase, woodwork, things like that. And then of course your flooring. So a few flooring that we have here are gonna be your medium tones. It's not too cherry red, it's not too white to where we're getting into like a Scandinavian style, but these are gonna be your timeless pieces that are gonna go with any design trend that you have coming in the next few years. This is going to go back to, you know, the roots of the traditional Americana style. So just really nice neutral wood tones. Here's some more examples. If you wanted to get onto a lighter scale, then this is one that you can incorporate. But this is great because if you lean more into a beige color, this is gonna pick up beige tones. If you wanted to do a pop of color, like a maroon accent wall, this is gonna pick those up. Or if you wanted to stay completely neutral and do something like a white, this is also gonna accent it very well. So all of these colors, you can kind of see they gradient down over here to a darker color. But these are all gonna be in that wheelhouse where we have those really nice brown or taupe undertones. So we're not pulling in too much gray, or we're not pulling in too much cool.
Oh, thank you, Lord. You said not pulling in too much gray. Well, most people just want it beautiful. They'll just yell at the people in their home and just drive them bonkers with, clean this up, don't touch this, let's put plastic over the sofa. But as long as it looks nice is what they want.
Right.
But when you show up to their home, how do you work to pull all of this together where it makes sense to a person who doesn't do this every day, all day?
Right. So really we need to figure out what is the function of their home. Do they have a lot of small children and pets? If that's the case, then we know we need to stay away from really bright light colors like a white couch or even white walls. That means that we may need to go to something that has a little more of a pattern or a texture, or even a leather that's easy to clean and wipe off when someone walks over with Cheeto fingers. Or is it a home that's empty nesters and they can allot a white couch in their grand room? Do they want to pull in some different colors? So it really depends on their lifestyle and what function makes the most sense for them. And then we're able to dive into, okay, this is gonna be the best design. So I think a lot of people say, I want my home to be beautiful, but they forget about the function of it. Or I want my home to be functional, but they forget about the beauty of it. And so we're really in the business of combining both of those together.
I gotta maximize my bang for the buck. Let me put in some trendy things in here. What would make sense to do trendy without doing your entire home if you're thinking about selling your home to buy your next place?
Yeah, well, you're so right. For example, what you were talking about, you were kind of right on the money with it. It's a slat wood wall is what that's called. In our cabinets over here, you can see this effect in the panels. That's called a reeded or fluted style of wood. So we're also seeing this on accent walls. This is a really great style because it's not too complex and it's subtle enough to where it's gonna last through the ages. So we've seen a lot of people put this on their counters or on their island area. And one, elevate it. It's gonna be cost effective because you can buy rolls of this at Home Depot actually and just staple it on. And then you can stain it, you can paint it. There's lots of different things that you can do. But an accent wall like that or on an island or a small area in your home is a great way to upgrade it without spending too much money. Having a space like maybe a formal dining room where you're not really using it as a formal dining room can be a great opportunity to put a shelving system in, a nice desk, and that is easily transformed into your study. So something that we have here, this is what we have purchased from a local store, but you can also have one custom made to fit the scale of your room. This is great because it's not only aesthetically pleasing and we can decorate the cabinets with our books or with our decorative objects, but it's also functional so we can hide away bulky things like our printer, which we don't want all of our clients to see when they come in here, but it's an everyday use item. So if we need to print something, we just open these up, we grab the paper, and then when we're done, we're just closing it back up. So it's still aesthetic, but it also serves a purpose.
Okay, so this looks like some very high traffic, durable carpet here. Are we seeing more of this with this kind of pattern?
Yeah, we
Really?
are. So something like this where you do have one overall color. You can see this one's a little more tan, brown, and then we get into a little more taupe here. That's great because we have those different color variations, but then they still have some different colors within them, almost like an oatmeal print. So we have a few different tones in the weaves. And this is gonna mean that with this type of nice, tight, low pile, it's easy to vacuum, easy to spot clean, and it's stain resistant. And so in those areas like your closet or like your secondary bedrooms, kids' bedrooms, where you do wanna see carpet, something with a simple, nice tone rather than a high pile, very shaggy carpet is gonna be really easy to clean, durable, and it's gonna look nice for a long time.
In 2018, Savannah Jones created Where the Heart Is Designs in Fort Worth. Her Texas roots run deep. Savannah's team is passionate about bringing clients' dreams to life through styling and staging. Savannah's details are in the description of this video, so reach out to her and let her know I sent you. Subscribe so you'll have all the updated information on our different cities, communities, and suburbs. One thing I've noticed, and I don't understand this at all, people are really revisiting, rediscovering the laundry room. I mean, I'm like, what? It's just go do your laundry.
Right.
But no, it's a place to hang out.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that people can do to spruce up their laundry room? I'm thinking putting cabinets with nice pools, but I'm not the professional. Well, I guess I am kind of, but what are some of the things that you think? Is it worth someone making that laundry room larger, or can we bring you in and you can make the current space look and feel larger?
Yeah, that one, definitely the latter. It costs a lot of money to extend any room, let alone a laundry room, because we have to think about the ventilation system for the dryer. We have to think about the larger plugs that are needed for the washer. You have to have water lines ran. And so if we can make do with the space that's already there, that's going to be the most effective way to use that. And it really comes down to, we're spending a lot of time in there because we're sorting, we're folding, we're getting stains out of kids' clothes. There is a lot that happens in that space, and to be in a space that you're comfortable in and that you want to spend time in is so important. But it really
that we want to spend time in? I don't know about that.
I know when I'm in my laundry room, I've really curated it to be a space where I can put my phone up and watch a show while I'm folding my kids' laundry, because I have 3. So there's a lot of laundry happening in my house. And I have shelves above. So I have some really nice curated different little jars that hold laundry detergent pods. Some of them are used, they're functional, some of them are just decorative. And do a nice color on the cabinet, something that's fun, that you like, that goes with the rest of the home, but that you can store all of that clutter away, so that if you do need to walk in there, it doesn't just feel like laundry and shoes and an abundance of cleaning stuff all over the place, but it's nice and curated and put away and functional.
You know, I'm a little bit more mature, and I might have a power surge, so I need a ceiling fan.
Right.
So how do you have the beauty of the grand lighting, but yet the practicality of a ceiling fan? How do you blend the two?
One thing that I really like to do, which I've found funny that a lot of our clients aren't familiar with, is the concept of a fandelier. It's a way to get a beautiful, gorgeous fixture with either retractable or hidden blades in it, to where it serves as a fan also. Whenever you turn the fan on, the blades either come out or they start spinning. And when you're not using it, they either retract up or they're hidden. And so you can't see them. They're usually clear or a color that matches the fan, or they're so hidden that you can only see it if you're looking right up under it. And the decorativeness of it looks like a beautiful light fixture, whether that be a drum or a chandelier style, or even a different pendant style as well. Any other activity that you're doing, working out, eating, doing your work from home, it doesn't need to happen in the bedroom. That truly needs to be a calm sanctuary place. And so something like fluffy bedding with a lot of pillows that you can just jump into, like you see when you're in a department store, that looks so comfy, you just want to get in. That's a great way to really make that space feel nice and warm and welcoming for yourself. Something like large oversized nightstand, so you can have a nice lamp, you can put your book down, you can put your glass of water, and you don't have to worry about your phone falling off in the middle of the night. Even something like a beautiful backdrop behind the bed. wainscoting, paneling, things like that, a nice accent color that can really help the space to feel like it's supposed to feel, inviting and intentional.
Can we keep the television in there?
You can keep the television. I personally love a hidden television, like the picture frame Samsung TVs. That way when it's off, it just looks like a piece of art.
And she does not get any proceeds from Samsung. She's just giving me an idea.
And having a nice little side table next to your tub with a jar of bath salts maybe, and a nice little loofah can be really warm and help it feel like a spa.
And that's really nice. And that you did a zombie home show.
Yes.
So I know some of your bathrooms. I've been in them. I know them. So you might want just a consultation, because we're going to get that zombie out of the way so it looks really nice, and it's someplace you really want to go luxuriate and rest. There's no resting and relaxation in some of those, but we have the solution for you. So just hang in there. We got help on the way. And if you have a large park-like backyard, you have a pool, you have a grilling station, you have seating stations, cabana, you don't have, this is not a challenge for you. You just may need someone to direct and guide you. But I think the people who are more challenged is when they have a smaller backyard, which I like to describe as executive or low maintenance backyard.
Yeah.
How to work the seating and have that engagement even in the backyard, because people still, when they're buying a home, they're buying the backyard too. So we can't stop and neglect it. So what advice would you give?
So it's really important to have an area where you can go out there and you can be out there, because the last thing anyone wants is to walk out to a 2x2 and that's all you have. So extending that even with pavers or with concrete is a great way to get another seating area in there, somewhere you can have a conversation. You can put a nice little fire pit and a couple chairs out there, and you can spend those nice fall nights with some cocoa or some s'mores, or even doing a nice little area where you just have some lounge chairs that you can sit in. So it's really nice to have those multi-use seating areas. If you have kids, something where they can play, like a little water table or even a sand table. I know my kids love to play with their trucks in the sand or the dirt, that you can even store away when you're not using it if it's raining outside. And I know stores like Costco or Sam's during the summer, warmer months, they'll sell those really nice gazebos that you can put out there. They're easy to put together, they're cost effective, and you can put a great little seating area underneath them.
Well, I know that you have to have a consultation with people, because you walk in with your design, you're not on the same page. Their thoughts are something totally different, because they've been to Pinterest.
Yes.
They've been to ChatGPT. They've been anywhere and everywhere except to the designer to know what really will maximize the space and hopefully the return on their investment.
And so a lot of times we're met with just misinformation or a lack of knowledge on what exactly it is that our clients are wanting. And that does come because they search Pinterest, which we appreciate when they have those really great mood boards that they can give us, and they can show us, hey, this is what I like, but it doesn't always match the questionnaire that we ask them to fill out. Sometimes they come in and they say, I love mid-century modern, and we get their Pinterest board and we're like, whoa, this is farmhouse. Like, where is the, difference? What are we not understanding? And so to do that consult and to go into the home and see their space, sit down just like you and I are and talk to them about what it is that they want, what they have that they want to keep in the space, and what it is that they want to achieve in their home, we're really able to get into, okay, this is what your design style is. It may look a little bit like mid-century modern, but actually it's going to be something like an organic modern, where we're pulling in different neutral tones, earth tones, and things that are like an underline of a modern effect, but we also have some traditional elements in there as well.
Get ready, get ready. Here comes a surprise I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and you don't want to miss this offer.
We offer an occupied home consult, and that's when we come in and we're quote unquote the bad guys. And so we're able to say, hey, I know that you really love this crosswalk collection. It may be super sentimental to you, but not all of your potential buyers are gonna have the same beliefs. It's best if we take this down and replace it with a nice art piece that's gonna be symmetrical to the wall. If there's something like a last name sign, that's very personal. Family photos, very personal. Again, our goal in coming into an occupied home to get ready to list is to depersonalize and declutter. So having those items that are sentimental or personal removed, and then nice clear walkways to where everyone is able to walk around your furniture and not running into a recliner or an oversized leather sofa, but just very clear and intentional things that are going to make your marketing look great. And I think with a vacant space too, a lot of people think, oh, it's vacant, anyone can visualize themselves living in it. But when you're standing in the middle of a living room and you have a corner fireplace, or you have a space that you're just not sure what to do with because there may be a weird corner or a little nook that just doesn't look like it's going to fit your furniture, having to be able to stand there in the living room and figure out what you're going to do is distracting from the reason that you're at the home, which is to buy it, which is to visualize yourself living in there. So if I can come in and I can place a couch and I can make that corner fireplace flow with the rest of the home, or I can put a cabinet in that nook so that you don't have to guess what's going to go there and you take the guesswork away from it, you can do what's most important to you, which is visualize yourself living in the home and fall in love with it.
If you look around, we have all kind of furniture, different kinds of sofas, depending on the design and style. So I would just call you, because I'll just let you do the work and you tell me what I need and you fix it up. I'm not running to, Home Goods. I'm not going to Amazon to try to figure that out. And I know what people are thinking. I can just do that myself. We've seen it. We're trying to help you. And what I didn't tell people, and this is just between the two of us, is that if someone decides they want to live their new life and purchase a home with me, I'm going to give them some sessions with you.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to help your
Let's
clients.
not tell anyone.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about moving, I think you know what to do. Thank you, Savannah, for allowing us to come out. And if you have any design ideas and you want a professional to come in and either validate or create or whatever you need. Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and I help people just like you sell and buy homes in and around our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And I know if you're thinking about moving, well, it's fun to think about your next place, but it's not always fun preparing for your next place. And if you are thinking about buying that brand new home and you walk through that salesman door and you went to the model home, you fell in love with everything, but your budget says not right now, we've got you covered. So whether you're coming or going, hey, do us a favor, comment below, grab one of those 101 consultation links so together we can discover which community, city, suburb, and what tweaks you may need to make to your home so you can create your new memories and call home.